Hello everybody, Jason Basin here, welcome vinyl community. And did you see my two last videos with my tapes? I know tapes are not so popular than vinyls and CDs, but check them out. Really, you have sometimes really special tapes. So we're gonna dive right into this new video. You see all these records. They have to see with what? They have to see with top 30 live. I've made a top 30 of bands who are great live. So I will show you 30 albums, live albums. These were the first 30 albums that came in my mind, but today I thought on that group, that group, that group. I've left out, I've forgotten some great other groups. So possibly I'm gonna do about these groups also a second part. So another top 30 or maybe a top 20, we'll see. So subscribe to my channel, then you won't miss a thing of all that. So here I have a cardboard little plate what I use on festivals when you go and get some food. And most of the times it's something like this or in plastic, but on this one I have noted down my top 30. So at the end of the video I will make a picture of this top 30, and in the future you will see it here or behind me, always the top 30, okay, here in this corner. So hosted by Jason Basin, I've noted down here indeed, and we start on 30. On 30 is a group from Germany, a real nice group, Tangerine Dream and Ricochet. We're gonna take some speed because we must do 30 albums in 29 minutes. Then we have Jethro Tull on 29. Great band, great music. Jethro Tull. And then we have a man many people are fan of him. He is already deceased, but his music goes on. Here are Zappa and mothers, the mothers of an invention, Roxy and Elsewhere. So if you hear background noises, there is a lot of wind today here in Belgium. For October, autumn has really kicked in. Also a lot of rain this night, this morning, but now no rain, so that's very good. Then we go on with Public Image Limited. Public Image Limited. So on 27, live in Japan, a double 12-inch, very good. People who are subscribed to my channel saw already this album. We go on 26, The Stooges and Live at the Whiskey A Go Go. They do really nice songs here. Raw Power, Head On, Search and Destroy, I Need Somebody, I adore that track. Also they do New Orleans and She Creatures of Hollywood Hills. I had an exclusive 7-inch of that with the magazine. And then we go to the number 25. 25, Steppenwolf. Fantastic live album. Live here in my top 30 live today. Very nice, Steppenwolf with the wolf on the cover. This was 25. In the meantime, the rain has come here. Has fallen down again. Then we go to number 24, Rory Gallagher. I think he was from Irish origin. He did a tour in Europe, live in Europe. Fantastic, fantastic tracks, messing with the kids. We have also Going to My Hometown, In Your Town, and Bullfrog Blues. Rory Gallagher. Dead but not forgotten. Fantastic artists. And then we go to the number 23. 23 with a band from Australia, the Saints. I could find this record this year. That was on the Vinyl Fair to Aimé. Check out my video there, and there you will see in the records that I found also the Saints. Fantastic band, fantastic tracks, a lot of tracks here, very nice tracks. The Saints, very good, check them out. And then I'm wearing a t-shirt of the next band, so you already know which band. Maggie from Nowhere to Go, no, Why Not Go, will like my shirt and also the next album, because I know she has also this album. She has also already shown her albums on her channel. On 22, indeed, we have the Sex Pistols and Live, with one of their first concerts in Burton-on-Trent. And there was something, the mixing table has got a lot of external powers on it, and here the manager, he said at the end, don't worry, we stick it back together with safety pins, the mixing desk. And on here they do all their tracks. They know also No Fun from the Stooges, they do. Is Satellite also on here. Very, very nice. The Sex Pistols Live. And that was on 22. And then on 21, from Australia, just like the Saints, here are AC/DC. AC/DC live at River Plate in 1996. I could have taken another live album. I have another live album. It's here behind me. But I wanted to take this one because I like a lot Thunderstruck, and Thunderstruck is on here. AC/DC on number 21. And this, so a third of our top 30 is behind us. Now we are going to the second group of artists that I found when may take place between 11 and 20. And then the first part, that are the top 10 bands, live bands. I find them terrific. So now bands in the middle, and the first band in the middle, but first we're gonna take a little drink. The first band in the middle is this band, Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd on number 20, and I show you here Pink Floyd live in Sapporo, Japan. There are several versions of this album. This is on a compilation, Rock del Leyendos, Pink Floyd. So it was in Sapporo, Japan in 1972. 1 year before Dark Side of the Moon, but at that moment in 1972 they did already several tracks of the Dark Side of the Moon album. So they opened with Speak to Me and Breathe, Time, they did also Money. Here it's called All the Money, but that's Money. So several tracks of Dark Side of the Moon they did in 1972 in Japan. Pink Floyd on number 20. And then we go to number 19. 19 again with an Australian band. A lot of Australian bands today here in the top 30. Here we have In Excess and Live Baby Live. Live Baby Live are 3 words from the song. Do you know it? When you are a big In Excess fan, you know it. It comes from the track New Sensation. This is really a very nice box. Here I show you what you get inside. Look at that. Very nice. In Excess were fantastic, were a live band. I was a big fan of In Excess. I was shocked when I heard that Michael Hutchence was dead. Then at that moment I was more busy with house music, but when I heard it I was shocked and I was very, very sad. But like legends, they die, but in fact they never die. The music also goes on and on. In Excess, look at that wonderful booklet that you get with this Live Baby Live live album. Very, very nice. In Excess, one of the best bands ever that came out of Australia. And then this was 19, and then on 18 we get this band. Fantastic. MC5. People who watch my channel have seen this album passing by a lot of times. This is a real great classic. So, and it's really wonderful. The group's portrait of the band. Fantastic. This is a cleaned version, so a repress. On the original version the voice says something else, kick out the jams, and on the repress they say, I think, kick out jams people, or something like that. But this is a repress, and I hope to get in the future an original first press of this. And then on 17, Ronnie James Dio was in this band. Richie Blackmore was in this band, and Cozy Powell was in this band. I could find this for 10 euros on the day of the thrift store last year. Check out that video. I talk about Rainbow, fantastic album, on 17 in my top 30 live. Look at that, and I show you the gatefolds. Rainbow on stage. Ronnie James Dio. Ronnie James Dio, after this album he would join Black Sabbath. Yeah. Rainbow. Certainly a lot of people will love that I show this album of Rainbow. Then we go to 16, a band that I adore. I had in the past several albums of them. Also this album, I sold it, but I found it back. The Dream Syndicate, and this is not the new Dream Syndicate live. This is not album, live. Fantastic. They do tell me when it's over. Bullets with my name on it, Armed with an Empty Gun, The Medicine Show, fantastic, and John Coltrane Stereo Blues. If someone knows who was John Coltrane, who has some information, let me know that here underneath this video, so I can learn also something. And then we go to 15. We are in the middle of our top 30, and on 15 we have Siouxsie or Susie, as you wish, and the Banshees with their fantastic double album Nocturne, featuring in those years, 1983, 1984, Robert Smith of The Cure. He was doing the guitars because John McGeoch has left the band. So Siouxsie and the Banshees. Siouxsie and the Banshees would also do after this Hyena. That's an album that I searched because on that album is also Robert Smith of The Cure. So on 15 in the middle we have Siouxsie and the Banshees, and then we go up and up to 14. 14 with this fantastic band, one of my favorite bands ever, the Velvet Underground. Here they are live at the Gymnasium. I have several live albums of them, but I have chosen this one because here they do the first time ever a version of Sister Ray. Sister Ray, what a classic. Joy Division did also Sister Ray. On this album they do also the tracks I'm Not a Young Man Anymore, Guess I'm Falling in Love, I'm Waiting for My Man, and Run, Run, Run. And of course that fantastic first ever version of Sister Ray at the Gymnasium. You can find it, but not on Discogs. On Discogs it may not be sold because it's an unofficial version, it's a bootleg. Then we go further, and then that's on number 13. 13, there we go, Robert Smith and his group and his band. Fantastic records, concerts from The Cure, live in 1984, all their big hits from the beginning years, Primary, The Hanging Garden, Charlotte Sometimes, The Walk, 100 Years, fantastic track from Pornography is that track, A Forest, of course, 17 seconds still on my wish list. And then we have also 10:15 Saturday Night. Fantastic tracks of The Cure. The Cure on 13. And then we have on 12 a Belgian band I love a lot. On 12 we have Red Zebra and the mini album Always. On the B-side there we have the great live tracks Polar Club, Saint with a Gun, and Art of Conversation. Check out certainly the track Art of Conversation on Spotify or on YouTube. Fantastic, real great live band from Belgium, from Bruges. They are from Bruges, and I think they are still busy, but now and then they will do a concert. But fantastic music. Red Zebra from Belgium on number 12. And then we come to the number 11. In fact, maybe they deserve to be in the first 10 bands, but yes, I decided like that. Echo and the Bunnymen, Shine So Hard was, I will remove the plastic sleeve. Shine So Hard was a live EP they did with 4 tracks, fantastic. Crocodiles, Zimbo, All That Jazz, and Over the Wall. When you are a big Echo and the Bunnymen fan, then you must have this EP. You can find it on Discogs. Shine So Hard 4 tracks, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Echo and the Bunnymen on 11, and then we go to the number 10. We drink to all the artists that are here in my top 30. May they live long and prosper in their lives. They already did prosper, I think. When you are here in the top 30, then your band was very successful. And then the big successes with the top 10 now. On 10 we have Roxy Music with a fantastic album, Viva, my favorite Roxy Music album. Look at that, very nice sleeve here. Was this still with Brian Eno at this moment? Can somebody tell me that? I don't think so. This was I think 1973, if I am right, and then he was already gone, our friend Brian Eno. But fantastic. They do Out of the Blue is fantastic. Both Ends Burning. If There Is Something, In Every Dream Home a Heartache, fantastic. And they close here on side 2 with Do the Strand, legendary band, Brian Ferry and his personal Roxy Music. On 10, well deserved, a top band. And then on 9, also a top band, and rest in peace Jock McDonald. We have the Bollock Brothers. I have several live albums of them, but I prefer to show you this one, very good. The famous Bollock Brothers live in private, in public. Recorded in Paris, Munich, Antwerp, Berlin, Dublin and Budapest. So a European tour. Woke up this morning, found myself dead. Drags Back, 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Magnificent Moses of Midnight Moses. Really the good tracks on this one. Rock and Roll, Count Dracula, Where's Your Trousers, King Rat and Fate Healer. In fact, a best of the Bollock Brothers. If you are a big Bollock Brothers fan, you must get this live record. Fantastic, the Bollock Brothers on number 9. And then on 8, a band I love a lot, certainly live. I saw once a live concert earlier this year, and they are fantastic. Metallica. This is Metallica from 1994. They do Nothing Else Matters, their big hit, and also Enter Sandman, also One, Fade to Black, Wherever You Roam, Master of Puppets, and they start off with Brett Fan, yes. Metallica, live on Woodstock in 1994. Metallica on 8. And then we go to number 7, a Belgian legendary band, Front 242 and Live Targets. My favorite CD and album of Front 242. Here underneath the CD, here we have my tickets when I saw them in Ancien Belgique AB in Brussels. It was 300 Belgian francs, that's 12.50 euros. No, it's less, or is it 500 Belgian francs? In 1991 it was. Here I show you the booklet. It's not a booklet, but so from 242. They do great tracks. I like a lot Punish Your Machine, but they do also Never Stop, Im Rhythmus Bleiben, Rhythm of Time, Don't Crash, No Shuffle, all their big hits. Of course, Headhunter they do also. Welcome to Paradise, and they close here with Circling Overland. Front 242, the founders of electronic body music, they have said goodbye to the stage, but their music goes on and on. Check them out on Spotify if you don't know them. Fantastic electronic bands from Belgium. They are on number 7. Here you see also my favorite 12-inch of Front 242, Endless Riddance, with Take One. The original version is on that one. They are on 7, and which band could be on number 6? On number 6, indeed, one stage higher. Here, The Clinic. Plague on number 6. But I show you for the live work this tape. The Clinic live in Bergen, Norway. These are the absolute controlled clinical maniacs. The Clinic come in fact of 3 entities. You had first Clinic, Mark Verhagen. Then you had also Absolute Body Control, that's Dirk Evans and Erik van Wontergem. And then you had the Maniacs, and that's Sandy Nijs. So those 3 collaborated, and that would become the Clinic live in the first period. Then afterwards the Clinic would be reduced to Mark Verhagen, who was making the music, and Dirk Evans, who did the singing. And they did fantastic things. I have also the box of the Clinic. This album is also very good. Plague of the Clinic, with World Domination and Into Deep Water. Fantastic tracks, fantastic music, very atmospheric. And for that reason they merit to be as high as now here on place number 6 in our top 30 live. Then we go to number 5, and that with a real classic album of Deep Purple, made in Japan. I already showed you this album 4 or 5 times. Fantastic album of Deep Purple, one of the best rock bands ever. Deep Purple here in Japan. My favorite track, it starts immediately on side 1, Highway Star. Fantastic. Child in Time. Absolutely fantastic. And we have of course the big hit Smoke on the Water. They saw from a distance, I think the casino, was it in Monaco or in Cannes in France. They saw the building and they saw Smoke on the Water, and there they found their inspiration for that track. So really wonderful double album. On number 5, place number 5, Deep Purple in our top 30. And then on number 4, a band in this formation. Kid Congo Powers was playing in this formation, and afterwards Kid Congo Powers would go to the Gun Club, and then afterwards he would go to Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. But this was from his beginning years. Here is he in the Cramps and Smell of Female. Fantastic mini live album. The Most Exalted, Potentate of Love, You Got Good Taste, Call of the Wicked, Faster Pussycat, Ain't Nothing But a Gorehound, and Psychotic Reaction. That's a cover. Look at that, those beautiful guitars. And a fantastic, for me, my favorite Cramps album. Here you see also the Cramps live album. This was when they did the tour for A Date of Elvis. Fantastic album and a fantastic live album with all the tracks from Date with Elvis. So the Cramps are on number 4. And so that means we are coming now to number 3. A lot of trees in the forest. But it's not a cure, because the cure were standing on number 13. On number 3 we have, how can it be else than, The Doors. Absolutely live, fantastic album. This is an American press in cardboard. It has had a rough life. So here we have The Doors. Look at that. I already shown you this album when you are subscribed to my channel. So subscribe now. I will show you the records. So on the 3rd place, bronze medal, The Doors with Jim Morrison. This album is fantastic. He does poems, he talks to the people, and he sings, and the band nails it. Fantastic. The Doors, absolutely live. For each Doors fan, you must have this in your collection. On number 3. And then we go to number 2. On number 2, I listened to this album this week already, the half. It's fantastic. It's alive. The Ramones. And this is even a better album. Very nice. The Ramones and Loco live in Barcelona. And on this track they do my favorite track of them, one of their favorite, of my favorite Ramones tracks, Somebody Put Something in My Drink. I have also that track on 12-inch of the Ramones. Fantastic. I Believe in Miracles. They open with Ennio Morricone, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Fantastic. The Ramones, Highway Express. Fantastic. Today Our Love, Tomorrow the World. Also Pet Cemetery. Fantastic track. The Ramones. And I can show you, I think this was Ramones 1992. Fantastic. In Spain. They are on number 2, and they deserve it to be on number 2. Fantastic band. And then the big moment we are all been waiting for. The band that is on number 1 is here with some albums, or with an album here, in all the albums here around me. And is it Motorhead? No. Are the Virgin Prunes on number 1? No. Is it Golden Earring on number 1? No. On number 1, people, number 1, they get the gold medal. The gold medal, the winner, the number 1. They get the gold medal. Here. Killing Joke. Get the number 1 place in my live top 30. Fantastic live mini album. Ha! That you must have when you are a Killing Joke fan. Psyche, Sun Goes Down, The Pandies Are Coming, Take, Unspeakable, and they close here with War Dance. It can get even better. Here you see the record, the 10-inch record. Here we have Killing Joke, Kings and Queens. So people, this was the top 30 live. Here we have it. On number 1, Killing Joke. Do you agree with me? Which other bands would you like to see in top 20 or top 30? Do you agree on some places, or do you find some band deserves to be higher or lower? Let me know here underneath. Thanks for watching, and you see and hear me in the next video. And don't forget, with vinyl the sun always shines. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. You have greetings from me and Lady Tina. Bye bye.